Turkmenistan alone is faced not only with domestic water management issues, such as preventing the shrinking of grazing areas and protection of central Karakum from flooding by collector drainage water, but also with interstate issues related to prevention of STW discharge into the Amudarya River. Currently, STW are discharged into the Amudarya River, Karakum Lake and low place in the desert. To solve this problem with the STW discharge in 1960s, creation of the Trans-Caspian Collector was suggested, which had to collect all the drainage water from the Murgab, Tejen and other irrigated area and forward them to the Caspian Sea. In 1970s, as a new project was elaborated which was aimed to discharge STW into the closed Karashor depression, it was planned for forward CDW from Dashoguz to Karashor via Uzboy River that beside to Karakum Lake. Second, the main Turkmen collector 720 km long was planned to build from Charjov, now Turkmenabad, through the center of Karakum Desert along the riverbed of the ancient Amudarya. It was supposed to extend the Murgab and Tejen river back to main collector. Another collector was planned from the Kopeta plain to Karashor depression. In the early 1980s, construction of the hydraulic network began, but then was stopped due to the collapse of the USSR. The National Program Strategy of Economic, Political and Cultural Development of Turkmenistan until 2020 shows the construction of the Turkmen Lake Altyn Asyr as one of the priorities in the country. It will allow to prevent the discharge of CDW in the Amudarya River, improve water quality in the river, and thus radically change the current negative environmental situation in the lower reaches of the river. Together into single stream all CDW from irrigated lands of Dashoguz, Lebap, Mamettaganov and Balkan Vilayets and direct them into the Karashor depression future Altyn Asyr Lake. To use 400 hectares of flooded desert pastures in agriculture. To decrease by 2 meter water level in the Ozeme and by 1.2 meter in the Darulak collectors, ensuring normal operation of drainage system in Dashoguz Vilayet. To use a supplementary drainage collector for irrigation of pastures, which will increase their water supply and productivity in the area of 1.3 million hectares. To reduce the discharge of CDW into Lake Karakum and decrease the lake level to a stable point 9 meter, which will reduce the water area of the lake and shrink large areas of shallow water. To reduce the threat of destruction of transport, communication, gas, pipelines, road, bridges, aqueducts in Dashoguz Vilayet. According to the general plan, the total length of collector from the Turkmen Lake Altyn Asyr is over 2,650 km. The area of influence of collectors around 2.5 million hectares. The construction period about 10 years. Construction of the Turkmen Lake began in 2000. By 2008, Dashoguz collector of 385 km long was built. Also, two water dams of 600 meters and 22 km long were constructed. The confluence of two collectors will be connected with Karashor depression with a canal of 74 km long. The first phase of the hydraulic network was put into operation in 2009. Work is underway on the supply Murgab, Tejen and Jersey collectors. The construction is designed in 3 phases. Upon completion of the second and third stage in Turkmenistan, single drainage system will be constructed. The total length of the main and secondary collector will reach 2,654 km. The length of the Turkmen Lake Altyn Asyr is planned to be 103 km, with 18.6 km, average depth 69 meter, capacity 132 km cube, and area about 2,000 km square. Up to 10 km cube of CDW is planned to forward to lake. It is expected to withdraw CDW from Dashoguz Vilayet with a rate of 210 meter cubes second, and from the Lebap Balkan Province another 240 meter cubes second. Filling the lake will take about 15 years and $4.5 billion. realization of the ambition project will solve many social, ecological, and economic problems in the nearest future. In June 2012, speaking in the Academy of Science of Turkmenistan, President of the country Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov has highlighted the importance of one of the tasks of project.